Welcome, my grunts, to the release of Ultimate General American Revolution, and this is our first look at the game today. I'm going to give this a few more minutes before we really get started, just to see if anybody else shows up. Every time I think my phone's on silent. Hey. Alright, just been sitting here for a few minutes fiddling around here. The game is not available yet on Steam. It is available for pre-purchase, as this is still an alpha version of the game, or beta version. And I went ahead and bought the General's Edition to go ahead and support them. This is the more expensive version of it. So I could have my character actually in the game. I was just creating him before the stream went live. So look over here in the corner, you got a Grumpy Gruntpa, my name on the bottom, with a randomized character generator, so I'd accept on there. Alright. So the campaign in this is very limited. I tried getting some playtime in. I didn't stream yesterday like a lot of the other bigger streamers did. I figured I'd just get lost in all the noise. And I wanted to get some playtime in before I could understand it a little bit before I just stream, and it just never happened. Real life just kept getting in the way, as it has a nasty habit of doing. So going into this kind of blind, I haven't looked at any of the other live streaming yet because I didn't want anybody else's opinions coloring my opinion. Take a look at the options here real fast. Let me know in the comments if music's too loud or anything else is too loud. It sounds good to me, but it might be different on your TV or your phone. And it's trailers. Basically all the same controls as usual. That's good to know. That's good to know. Attach detached skirmishers. That's a good one to know. We got a lot of controls in here, much like Ultimate General Age of Sails, it looks like. Mess with any of those, so let's jump into the campaign here.
Is born to do something great. Every day they have a choice, to take a step closer to their destination or to run away.
Alright, so there's a character creation here. Looks like we only get the one choice, though. Plays the American campaign. Was born in a family of successful plantation owners in America.
I was the first child in the family.
They start us as George Washington, but you know we're not going with that name. Grumpy Grandpa, even as a baby.
As the eldest child, I took on much of the responsibility for my younger brothers and sisters.
Alright, picking our stats now. So, if we're not to keep everyone engaged with different tests, that gives us 3 perception, 3 intelligence. Even Bremer's Ghost, how we doing? Made my younger siblings do what I needed, which gives us dominance. This officer has developed a highly strategic mind, mastering commanding an army and the conduct of a war. I'm going to reword that a little bit. 5 perception, 5 willpower. Always kept a close eye on the younger ones so that nothing happened to them, which gives us responsibility. Never disclaim responsibility for any of his own actions or those of his staff and his men like a true leader does. +2 intelligence, +3 endurance, +3 willpower. 3 perception, 3 intelligence, 5 perception, 5 willpower, or 2 intelligence, 3 endurance, 3 willpower. This is the catch-all one here, but I think I'm going to go with dominance on this one. Made my younger siblings do what I needed.
the age of 11, I lost my father.
Don't play on hard. I'm guessing you've tried it already, Terry?
Passed to me. Plantation management and financial matters became part of my daily routine.
I'm really liking this character creation screen they got going on. I spent all my free time hunting. Thanks to this, I became a track and learned to see here much further. That's 25% spotting range. I'm always trying to find ways to help workers accomplish their tasks more efficiently. 20% command aura, I like that. Overnight travel on horseback for business allowed me to move between cities faster. Plus 20% speed. We'll go with tactics. I like that command aura range. Others have it's real bugged. Okay, thanks for the heads up. I was actually going to play this on normal, as it's a new game and I don't know the mechanics. I wasn't going to start out on hard. Plus, this is an alpha build, so you got to expect a lot of bugs. Alright, so my brother's been killed. I shot everyone out. So, okay, I'm going to lose stuff here. Ooh, I don't like any of this. Shut out everyone that's -3 endurance, -3 charisma. Constantly where I'll lose someone else, -3 endurance, -3 willpower. Realize the worst will always happen, -10 endurance. Ugh. Imagine if George the Mad had sent Wellington the whole army of all the Royal Navy and the army to retake Americans in 1816 with no French or Spanish support. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. I'm not liking any of these choices. Oh. I think pessimism is actually the worst one because it's -10 endurance, but 23 endurance. You know what? I think that's the one I could do the least without. 3 endurance, 3 charisma. 3 endurance, 3 willpower. I have 22 willpower and 23 endurance. So actually, I can eat that. So that drives me to 22 endurance and
in part due to my
willpower.
talents. Tensions over control of the Ohio River.
Yep, George Washington starting the French and Indian War.
I was able to apply my skilled management to help prepare my troops.
I inspired my soldiers with speeches about their duty. Constant training, even in peacetime, made my soldiers iron. My soldiers often spent their time shooting at targets. Cochrane did a magnificent job, proper libertarian. Plus 10 willpower. So I could have gotten my willpower right back. If I'd taken the -10, I could have gotten it right back. When I was endurance, I lost 10 of. It's only plus 10 stamina or plus 10 firearms. Yeah, my men are good marksmen. We're going with firearms on that one.
Several French forts, and in spite of some setbacks, we succeeded in driving out the French. My attempts to secure a commission in the army were thwarted by English officers with little respect for my abilities.
You know it was me, Josh.
My next steps were...
They spilled my whiskey, so I had to hurt the ambassador from the French. Right, I married a rich widow and started developing my estate, increasing my holdings 5 times. I was actively involved in local politics and succeeded in increasing my popularity. Did some wilderness exploration, had a lot of contact with Indian tribes, so... Plus $10,000. Alright. Plus 25 reputation. Minus 20 tensions with natives. Tensions with natives will be lower from the start. Yeah. They stole my still, so I started the war over it. I think I'm liking the reputation. I don't know. Lower tension with the natives will... We'll go reputation. I kind of like the lower tensions thing, but the higher reputation off the start should help us out also.
1774, I was elected as a delegate to the First Continental Congress in Philadelphia. There I helped secure
Alright, privateers patrol our coasts. Recruitment campaign to expand the militia. An additional cache of weapons to arm our troops. So, 1 warship. Plus 1 militia unit. Or 1,000 muskets. Money can buy reputation. True then, true now. You have the money, you have the reputation, whether you deserve it or not. I like the idea of the extra militia unit. You can produce weapons or buy weapons, but the militia units...
Tensions with England have reached a breaking point. In the near future,
Morgan, that just popped up in my chat right as I was clicking.
Experience to fight for the independence of the colonies.
Okay, so the depression was supposed to take away endurance and willpower, but I don't see any negatives on here. So maybe that glitched. But 60 intelligence, 71 perception, 62 endurance, 50 charisma, and 64 willpower. Basically a powerhouse right now. Go with that one. Going to start a war with spilt whiskey. I guess start wars for less. Yeah. All right, so you guys are saying start this on normal and not hard because it's bugged out. So that's the way we're going? I just fired myself up a camel. Actually went out while I was speaking and fully lit. I'm about to pour myself a whiskey also. I just haven't decided what I want yet. So all my stream is whiskeys and smokes. Let's begin here. Well, I got a fresh bottle of Balvenie Doublewood 12 year. I think that's what we're going to be opening up today. Just give me a second while I open this bottle up here. Foil cap cover does not want to come off. It's trying to keep me from its deliciousness. There we go. Oh, you gotta love the sound of a fresh bottle popping. Alright, now I'm ready to really go. Plus 10 cool points to your character. And hard kicks everything into ultimate for some reason. That's nice to know. Arrival. I hired 2 regiments, one from Pennsylvania and one from Virginia to support the Patriot cause. I traveled from Massachusetts with 2 regiments eager to join the fight against the British. The Patriot Army was in need of reinforcements and arrival with 2 hired regiments as a welcome sight. I must quickly integrate the new soldiers into battle plans and lead them into action. Oh, no, no, no. We're going full Grandpa. Ulysses S. Grant has got nothing on me. All right, what we got here? All right, so this is... All right, Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Okay, not much on the map. I know when the game fully releases, we're supposed to be getting the entire eastern seaboard from Canada down to Georgia. I don't think we get Florida, though. So I got around over 900 men up here. It looks like we have another 345 down in Hartford. Now look like all my stats dropped over here on this screen. Concord and Lexington. No, France has been allies for 170 plus years, but it tastes like quinine to say it all. Yeah, I kind of have a feeling it will, Josh, so we'll see what this looks like. I mean, this map is small right now, so I don't see this being like a regular part of my channel until the game gets closer to release. Patriots stored valuable military supplies in the small town of Concord. The British must have taken notice and now approach with a significant force. Will you help them to defend? That will give me plus 10 reputation if I take part in a battle. British Army seems unbeatable at the moment. Yeah, we're going into the fight. We're going into it. Good for the health, but tastes nasty. Alright, here's our first battle. I'm liking this overhead map. This looks nice. Gives you a real depiction of what we are facing here. Oh, nice. I like this. For a short time to advance to Concord and seize Patriot stashed weapons and ammo. Stashed weapons and ammo is provided for the cause and must be saved at all costs. We have reports Patriots all near counties are on the way. We must slow burst down until they arrive. Alright. Seems like my edge scrolling is not working, so I'm using keys right now. Guys. Okay, so this is a lot like American Civil War. It looks like Concord Militia. I mean, it's going to be a lot more expansive, much like I think it's going to be larger than Age of Sails was, and it's going to be a free open campaign, unlike the linearness that we saw with that game. I kind of wish they would go back and revisit the Gettysburg game and possibly like do a Maryland Antietam expansion for it, because that was a good game with all the choices you had to make. Never mind, dysentery, typhoid, and other bacterials. That's very true. That's why people weren't big water drinkers. Oh, we're in combat up here. And they are charging in. So my scroll's working for the top and bottom, not side to side or rotation. I hope we don't have to wait long for reinforcements. That unit's gone already. They just disintegrated. Oh. So we got somebody down here at the edge of the map. Town of Maiden Minutemen. Come join the fight, boys. Okay, not having the edge scroll for my mouse is going to get a little annoying. Throw you boys in right there. I saw another blue dot. Lynn Minutemen. I'm in line right next to them. First line, boil water and a cup of tea with the best way to avoid dysentery and other camp fevers. That's true. That's why the American military is very big on coffee. It actually became big on coffee because of the American Revolution, because that had to replace the tea. Oh, we got a lot of units coming onto the field now. Not so worried, but we are still fighting the British. More Minutemen. Okay, I'm hitting pause key like I'm looking for, what is the key to see formations on the map? Rotate unit, left ship, okay. With our chart, C, join split, retreat, mount or dismount. Now, I can't see formations where they're going, okay. Oh, they're pushing on us fast. There's another unit down here. Arlington Militia. That's actually good. That doesn't sound like Minutemen. Okay, that's just like Civil War and AOS. Good. Okay. Grog, pint of rum mixed with 50-50 water. Alcohol and rum killed the bugs in a nasty Royal Navy water cask. Yeah, that's more than likely true. Newbie boys up to that fence. Get into cover, damn it. Oh, I can't even imagine. Ooh, and they are charging in right now. I think we're actually doing more damage to ourselves with friendly fire than anything else. We got more coming in. No, I did not want to do that. Oh, they actually forced them to retreat. Get back in cover. Did not mean to do that. You boys. Shoot them in the flank. More militia. Good. I feel these guys are better than the Minutemen. Another militia unit. All right. We're beating them back a little bit. This does not look good. Get in there. I think we're all just feeding men into the melee over here. This is like a damn blender of bayonets and musket butts. These guys are just firing away to the flank of this unit without them firing back. Yeah, it's coming in there. Where you boys going? I'm over here. Yeah, but a bottle of water is not the same as water in a cask that rodents and bugs could climb into and make a mess out of. Ooh, we are losing over here bad. I'm loving the sprites. They are a lot more detailed than they used to be. Start firing into them, please. That's going to sit over here. How many more units coming from that direction? You guys are exhausted and fleeing. Not really doing much damage to this regiment over here. Oh, got more troops coming. I don't think I should be feeding any more troops into this melee over here. Ooh, 250-man regiment. Nice. Boys, come up here. This militia unit got drug into hand-to-hand. Tell him a little back for me. I don't think falling back's an option right now. We got more troops coming on the field. We're just flooding up with troops. I don't think it matters with the amount of British. Because they have better weapons, better everything than us. Wow, look at this. What the hell? Where are all you boys coming from? Damn, look at this flood. Hell yes. Get up there and battle line, boys. Why can I not target them? Let's get in there and get out of the way of the bigger unit, please. I think it's time to give them taste their own medicine. Get in there, boys. Charge! Everybody gets in there. And one of my units just fled, but broke one of theirs. Yeah, this fight's a little more over the place than I like. Ooh, capture some units. Let's get them out of there before they rejoin their compatriots. Come down there to that paddock. Things seem to be calming down a little. Why would you be blocked from firing on a unit to your front? Now get in there. Let's go, boys. Let's charge Grumpy's regiments. I think that'd be a name for it if I was actually losing. I'm winning. We just kind of like flooded the field with militia. Oh, a bunch of guys just surrendered to us. Look at that. I think we have just exhausted them. We get their general, I wonder. We target him? Yes, there we go. Why would you be blocked? Units there, that they're gone. Let's see if we can't finish these boys off. This is the last of them. Grumpy Grandpa going officer whomping. I'm trying to. Let's see if we can take him out. Maybe not. Someone else just surrendered to us. Keep going. Keep going. I think we just like wiped out their force. Someone else just surrendered. We're bagging ourselves a good chunk of prisoners here. Charged from the rear, fired from front. There's another surrendering unit. Go get them, boys. Don't let them get away. There's a unit up there. Go chase them. Don't let them get away. Nobody gets away, damn it. Yep, there's some more captured soldiers. Honestly, I think we're doing fairly well. I mean, the game just basically gives us a victory, the amount of troops they sent our way. They just surrendered to us. I wonder, was this battle supposed to be this easy? They even have anybody left on the... Why do they control the points still? Everybody start garrisoning. Okay, there it goes. Now it's back in our control. These are the last of their men? Really can't tell. It just has a power bar, no strength levels. They're just running. Let's speed this up. Come on. It's got to be the last of them. Capture them for me, boys. Capture or kill them. I didn't see. Did we get their commanding officer or not? I didn't see. They don't want to play no more. I'm caught on the edge of the map. There we go. Guessing that was the last of their troops. Finished the battle now. Take it. Yeah, we just flooded them. Look at that. We had 3,100 men on the field to their 1,200. Yeah, we just flooded them. So we lost 1,124 of infantry. We took down 840 of theirs and captured another 310. So our losses were basically even on. So we took down their entire force. We took down 1,150 of their 1,200 men. So there were 50 men somewhere else on the field we did not get a hold of. Damn it. Really, Blaze, this is why German Grandpa's known as old blood and guts. His guts and the sprite's bloods. I don't know. I mean, come on, look at my normal battles. I do 2-to-1, 3-to-1 odds on the casualties most of the time. It's, my guts and the enemy's blood. These are all the captured units and the damage they dealt. So, 43rd Foot. So these are captured units, but they're still showing as my units. Okay. 43rd Foot, 18th Foot, 10th. Damn, they did a lot of damage to those units. None of mine did a lot singly, but everything adds up. I mean, 95 of 122 left, 64 of 138 left, 51 of 93, 20 of 70, 159. Like, a lot of my units have been cut in half. Wait, not my units. I don't think any of the units in this battle belong to me, actually. Glorious victory. Pushed back the British, kept our supplies, and picked up loot from the withdrawing enemy. Moreover, we now have a full regiment of militia patriots willing to fight for us. So that gave us plus 1,000 weapons and 315 more men. Tell us what type of weapons these are. Civilian muskets. Very good at close range, bad short range. And the 84th Continental. So I'm guessing this is a line unit. That's good. So where are they? Second Connecticut. 6. Oh, and these guys already have a level to them. Ooh. I'm thinking these are regulars. I'm always going to go with discipline. Looks like we can control these units down here. But... Can I order this? Yes, I can. Army management. Okay, what we got here? Garrisons. We have a unit in Portsmouth also. Am I like the research in this game? I don't see a research tab. Where is this unit? Over here. They're grayed out, so I guess I can't command them. So these look like regulars, and this looks like militia. Yeah, it is militia. It straight up says it. That's the name of the officer, but it doesn't tell me exactly what type of unit they are. Join army. Oh. Okay, we just created an army out of that. Okay. We need to strike while the iron's hot. Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. Continental Congress Commission is Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. Select over other candidates based on your previous military experience and hope that a leader from Virginia could help unite the colonies. Okay. Let's come down here. I want to go after Newport if we can. Headquarters. I have a headquarters now. That was not there a minute ago. Pretty sure that was locked. Okay, so can we recruit more generals? No. So, department's not established. Projects tree. Ooh, this looks pretty big. Okay, this looks big. I like this. We need departments, so... Quartermaster Department will enable market storage, trade of equipment, goods, and resources. All right, how do I sign it? There we go. 7 days. Okay, I'll take that. When you made the army unlocked. I made that army by mistake. I wish there was like a tooltip for that. But once again, this is an alpha build, so we're going to be discovering this stuff as we go along. First rule of the Whiskey Club. Don't talk up the Whiskey Club. So I'm guessing my command radius has to do with units I can control. So do I want to run up here and get these guys? Report update. Oh, this might be that intelligence thing they were talking about. Everything's grayed out and you get delayed reports, which looked really interesting on the preview videos. Able to pick their perks, so maybe I should be able to control them. $240 at Newport. We'll get that. We outnumber them. We could take that down. Yeah, that should be the first rule of Whiskey Club. Even if you're fighting, you shouldn't be spilling the whiskey. What's going on? So, okay, that's an interesting siege. Massachusetts Patriots form a militia unit at Leicester, Massachusetts Bay. They are eager to fight under your command. Okay, more men. Where are they? Up here. Okay, I guess I don't have control of them. I thought they belonged to me. What's this? Oh! Okay, that's interesting. So you click on this to make it a battle. Now let's go jump in. Don't spills for those above the 3rd degree. Yeah, I think once you first get introduced to the Whiskey Club, it's going to be an enlightening experience. Once again, I'm liking this overview map. Not a Newport. So I don't think any of these maps are supposed to be generic. It's actually based on what you're looking at on the campaign map. Jump in. So there's our objective. Where are the Brits? Ooh, look at that. You click on the officer's name and it shows you their units. Victory. What just happened? How did we get a victory? Enemy army flees from the battlefield. Okay, they didn't want to fight us. I guess because we outnumbered them too heavily. I can see them now. Before we go anywhere, I want to take a closer look at these sprites. I don't know if these are militia or Minutemen. Militia. That just says infantry. Okay. Alright, these flags didn't exist yet. Those have to go. Those have to go. Those flags did not exist in this time period. These did up here. These and these. Oh, you know what? They might be differentiating because these are regular infantry and these are militia. So they might be differentiating the types of units. That's interesting. Sorry, Bremmer's Ghost. I was playing around with Streamlabs with, so whatever you're trying to post, just hold off. I got to fix that up. But that's something new I've been playing with, trying to get the streams running a little better. Let's go back to global map. You did nothing wrong, Bremer. It's just, yeah, it's Streamlabs. It's something I've been trying to set up the streams to go a little better, so I've been playing around with everything. So, there's a victory for us. Now can we move into town and take it? Yes, we can. It looks like we're capturing it. British reinforcements. Enemy reinforcements are coming in Boston. The British send additional units using their powerful fleet. Another 720 men arrived there. Why do I have a feeling we're against a shot clock when it comes to the British arrival? I can select just my general. Yes, okay. Come up here and get these guys. You boys, I want you all in town. This is going to get annoying if I have to run around to collect my units up like this. We now have a Layler. Down here. At the Newport. I'm guessing this might be Lighthorse Lee. No, it's Elijah Lee. I think that's his son. Newport is captured. Capturing Newport allows you to expand the influence of Rhode Island. You captured British Navy ship in port. You got... what's it? Plus 10 something. And the USS Obedient. Unrated cutter. Construct a recruiting house. Construct a recruiting house in Hartford. Reward, I guess that's 5 experience points. Alright, we got Lee. Back down this way. Okay, so I grabbed some extra men up. That's not bad. What's this here? So I should only have 5 units, but I have 6. So you can increase army size by constructing military infrastructure in regions and recruitment buildings and settlements. Unit counts will be increased by researching projects, okay. I have over 800 men in Providence. Do I want to go after that? So we saw what that last battle looked like. I'm not too crazy about my chances there. Town. Lee, you were moving slow. Oh, but his condition is not good. Probably because they were hanging out in the woods up here. Speed this up a little bit. I don't want things to get away from me. Another 1,080 men have shown up in Boston. Quartermaster Department is now built. Let's take a look at that. Oh, we got more map symbols opened up. Market. Here you can trade in the market. Come back to that in a second. Army management. Colonies management. So I can build in Hartford. Doctrine is not assigned to state. So that's a doctrine. Let's hold off on that a second. All right, so I have a quartermaster department. I can assign an officer. Okay, there we go. And shows the stats that are good for them to have it. 1715, 1116, 2433, 26, 2433. Banton Fitzpatrick. Looks like the job is yours. Pay for forge or don't. We're paying for forge. And there's a projects tree. Oh, he has his own project tree. Really? Ooh. Plus 2.5 research speed or guessing supply wagons. Wagons are necessary for creation of supply. You need to complete these projects in order to be able to produce wagons in your factories. .5% research speed. I think we go for that first. It's going to take longer than the wagons, but I think that's a higher priority. We're going to get an engineering department going. All right, now we're going to come back here and look at colony management. And we have different national flags up here. I guess in red is the natives. And then you got the French and Spanish. New York, New Jersey. Okay, everything that is not on the map. So control Connecticut. Doctrine. They are producing iron, wood, and construction materials. Let's give them a construction doctrine because we got to construct. Okay, now I'm telling these guys, how do I build something? Let's do army development there, I guess. How do I construct something? I'm guessing this is it, but we don't have a chief engineer yet. All right. What about here in Newport? Looks like we're building a dock, but maybe the British built that. State capital's not under our control. Okay. So we have to take Providence. They're now up to 904 men. I think we got to wait for Lee here to get into better condition. Yeah, okay, so it looks like he's getting better, slowly but surely. Speed this up a little more. We outnumber them in Providence. And more men in Leicester. Hartford, okay. What type of unit is that? It's more militia. I don't need militia. Okay, I can recruit units here. Hello. There we go. Can't supply units during battle, can be captured. Okay, do a max of... I don't have wagons. Never mind. Can't do that. I got 2,200 men in Newport. Okay, I got to use these guys. And now they have 2,049 in Providence. Oh, that is not good. All right, let's come back to Hartford and get this militia. I'm not liking this. They are like plussing up their numbers really fast. Research Engineering Department. I think we're already working on that. Leicester's pronounced Leicester. Okay, that's news to me. All right, guys, let's get marching over this way. Oh, wait, and there was the market button. There we go. So how do I know what I can buy and what I can't buy? So 168 of these on the market. Short brown bass, Spanish 55s. Brown bass 18. Nothing to really outfit a whole unit with, it looks like. The birds keep coming as long as they have Boston. Oh, that is not good. Okay. Let's buy everything they got. 5,040 for 168 muskets. They do have good stats. Let's buy them. Short brown best is 200 of those. I'm buying everything I can. I just ripped through a lot of money doing that. Actually, are cannon available? Yes. £4 gallopers. Buy 4 of those. See if I can't raise an artillery unit. I can. How many guns do they use? Build one of those. Now, what stats would I need for artillery? I have no idea, so we'll go with J. Richardson on that. Can I create? Yes. I think our battery of guns is going to be our secret to success here. Just waiting for Hodgkins to arrive. Poachers. Patrol came across local poachers who are harvesting fur in forbidden places. Confiscate their booty or let them go in peace. Confiscate the prey and arrest the poachers. Are going to be 5 furs, -2 loyalty in Connecticut. Currently at 77. Take the furs. And a Pennsylvania militia unit has arrived. Okay. We're just waiting for Hodgkins. We're not waiting for anybody else. They're now up to 2,600 men in Providence. And how do you upgrade weapons on the units? Or can you only use weapons? Edit unit. Okay, there we go. You guys are getting Charlevilles. You guys got Spanish 55s. That's all I can issue out. Rename it? Okay. Nope. Not going to rename anybody on this playthrough. Let's kick the army out. Loyalists ask for help. Enraged vigilantes demand the arrest of powerful loyalists. However, he offers a small but significant amount of money for us to allow him and his family to leave. Loyalty's at 79%. They'll take it down to 73, and it'll give us 2,500 gold, and we're out of gold, so we'll take the 2,500. I think we're now outnumbered pretty badly. Crap. And they got more. They even got even more showing up. Let's get out of here. All right. I'm gonna march back to Hartford. Take the entire army. Get the extra 450 militia. Yeah, they now have 3,100 men in Providence. That is disgusting. How the hell am I supposed to beat that? Capture Boston, 50 experience, another 20,000 gold. Definitely want that. I think we need to take Providence first. Let's try. We have 3,100, but how many men do they got up in Boston? Because they can come down and reinforce. Richardson's only got 20 men. What the hell happened there? Hiccup, please. Looking forward to the game. How's it going? There is a learning curve here. It looks like combat has started, so let's get everybody pushed in. Are they retreating ahead of us? Oh, if these guys are leaving, that's even better. Now it looks like they're running back to town. Alright, some of their troops left. Some of their troops are leaving. Look at that. Oh, the 20 is my artillery unit. Okay. Let's go fight this out. Yeah, so this is very much like American General, Civil War, and Age of Sail. So, plays kind of the same. The graphics have gotten a lot better. Just have a very, very small amount of map. What I'm really liking is where that square is drawn on the battlefield. That's the map you get. I am really liking this. I just wish they would let me do a pre-deployment here. We're just entering the battle the way the troops are lined up. Red box are those who are in the fight. Yellow are who are showing up. Okay, that's good to know. Where's my gun? Oh, you guys are way too far forward. Get the hell back. Why are you up there on your lonesome? Who's this? Isaiah Gibbs. Forward. Yeah, these guys are going after my guns. That is not good. Who's this? Masakud. Your regiment forward, please. Hopefully we take some of these guys with some overwhelming firepower. I'm not liking the chances of that, especially after the first battle we fought. But we don't have all those militia units either. What's this? Isaac Peter. About to say the center is going to be open, but they were rushing men in. How are you guys exhausted already? One of our units is forced off along with one of their units, but they're definitely getting the better of this exchange. And it sounds like the music just bugged out. You fire at their battery. That's a lot of guns. They got a lot more than we do. Right now shows it in our favor. I mean, we did have more troops to start with, but my men are already exhausted, and that's not good. I only got 2 companies with good weapons. So off that company, okay. Bring your regiment down there, please. Let's see if we can't get an encirclement going. Vice Layler. We can break them on one of the flanks. We can just encircle them. It looks like they got all their forces. Who's shattered? Oh, one of their units shattered. Okay. I'll definitely take that every day of the week. Who you belong to? Elijah Lee. Alright. Push you guys in front. Replace those troops on the line. It does sound familiar. I can't place it myself. But there's a lot of names like that. A lot of these guys were related in some form or fashion. Had some hand-to-hand down here. Advance on the guns, please. Let's keep rapping. Slowly beating them back, but I'm taking some heavy casualties doing it. Come over here to that capture point. Just charge this last company out over there. Yeah, they're doing better on the right flank than they're doing on their left flank. Throw my shattered company. So who do you belong to? Elijah Lee. Fence over here, please. Charge the guns. Oh, they got a bunch of batteries. And they're bringing more men into the field. Oh, Lord. That's not good. I think I just really messed up here. I did not see that. I did not see that. That's not good. Taking down their batteries should be a morale boost for us. This last company does not want to die. It looks like we cleared out the guns. Can we capture these? Who surrendered? Get out of there before they take you boys back. Oh, and they are running. Grab those guns. Thank you. I want to make sure we can capture those. Capture these? Another unit just surrendered to us. A couple of units surrendered to us. Okay. There's another gun there. Can I get that? No? Capture these guys. Or at least kill some more of them. Let's go back to global map. We won that. That was bloodier than I was expecting. Good old Rebel, how we doing this evening? There's a Disney from 1600s buried in my local cathedral in Yorkshire. Not a local name. It's pretty funny how it became famous. That's interesting. I wonder if there's a relation. That'd be. Grumpy charges every time when he sees Gunslaughter walking a fresh unit. That's very true. That's very true. But at least we won. Okay, let's get everybody inside of town if we can. Patriots from New Jersey, give us 50 ammunition, okay? Capture Providence, 15 days. We already captured... Oh, we gotta get into it still. Drop supplies and equipment. That's interesting. I think we're stuck kind of hanging out here for a little bit to our losses. Maybe not. Everybody get into garrison. I need to take a look at all these units. Engineering department. You now develop your infrastructure economy and the production of military equipment for your army by using construction and production tabs. Okay, open up new tabs. All right. That's how you build stuff. Well, it's going to be a trap. I don't think so. Engineering department research has also unlocked the artillery department research project. Artillery department allows you to develop heavy ranged weapons. Okay. Another 10 experience. Province captured, another 10 experience. How do we use our experience, I wonder? Is this up here? I got no idea. We're interested in getting to the damn town. You do not have prisons. Some prisoners were executed. Some were... How do I control that? Alright, so we have a chief engineer department. 23 and 27, you sound good for it. Here's a revolution, alright. And let's raise some funds. 13 days. We could use it, we're down to 3,700. Construction management. There we go. Wait, what's going on with Hartford? Something being built? I guess something's being built, I don't know. I think that's a wait and see thing. Ooh, production. All right. Really not. Yeah, we got to keep producing ammunition. Let's keep doing that. I probably just really messed something up in the management tab there, but I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Like anybody who's playing this game does. Alright, so Middleborough is right here, another 1,400 men, 1,500 men. We might be able to win that. We did take quite a bit of losses in that fight. And how do I look at my stockpile? I need to know what's in my stockpile. Okay, here we go. So we captured some brown besses and some short brown besses. So I can issue out a few more of those weapons. Oh, that's militia. They're not getting... Why are these grayed out? They are short men. This game traps loot, and I can't wait to have a go. First, research prisons, then build them. Short brown besses for cavalry, which I don't have. Buy other things besides muskets. Yes, I saw that, but muskets was kind of a priority. To arm my troops better. I know we took some casualties, but let's start marching on Middleborough here. I think taking around the outskirts of Boston is going to help us. Really? Combine the regiments into brigades so they come into battle together. That's interesting. Why is my general not moving with them? This does not show it as being very high in our favor. Well, let this play out. Well, some of my units are running. Their units are running, capturing those supplies. No, it shows us about even on in strength. Holy crap, they got 4,300 men in Boston? Thankfully they're not marching on us right now. Undercover intelligence officer. We have undercover intelligence officer among British naval ranks. This officer gathers critical information about British plans, communicates it back to us for the British to send fresh troops to Boston by sea. I think we kind of already knew about that. We knew how they were getting there. Back over here. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. No, it's showing us even on. Do I take this onto the map? Historical Game has already made a tutorial video. Okay. Free Arsons, Connecticut raise money for the needs of the Army. Good, we need that money. Second Continental Congress. Second Continental Congress meets in Philadelphia. Realizing the complexity of the situation, wealthy patriots and members of Congress decide to send you help. What do you need most? Funding, weapons. What type of weapons? Civilian muskets. We're not taking that. Ammunition refill for our units. 25. I'm taking the gold. I think that's a no-brainer right there. Where's my artillery battery? I don't see them. You got more men joining the fight. That's not good. But they're routing away. Okay. Yeah, there's a ship over there. There's a ship. Look, those ships are just coming and going. There's one of mine. I don't control it, though. Doesn't really like we're doing much to these units over here in Middleborough. These guys keep drawing us away over here. Okay, they just routed off. So our guys are doing a good job up there. Gibbs Militia is infantry regiment's not doing so hot. They are way down in numbers. So 646 men. How many we got? Not really giving me a total. They have another regiment coming down. Tough towns, Middleburg. Could say it's England's Detroit due to some poverty there now because the industry's gone. You could say that about a lot of places in the country. You know, look at like Niagara, New York, Syracuse, New York, some very nice cities that have gone to hell. Routed them out right away. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's a fight without fighting on the battle map. Just kind of want playing it out. I want to see how it goes. Those guys out of my command range. I got to get them back in my command range. I want to know what happened to my artillery. Where the hell did they go? I think I lost my artillery. And did I just get my officer stuck in the combat? No. I just got my avatar stuck. Everybody's running low on ammo now. And I'm dead. Your loss was felt deeply by American forces as your strategic brilliance and steadfast leadership has been instrumental in previous victories. The news of your death spread quickly throughout the ranks, casting a shadow of grief and uncertainty over the troops. I did not expect that to happen. I did not expect that to happen. But there was definitely a learning curve to this game. I kind of wish I had like the tap saved somewhere so I could play it right now. Alright, so it's definitely a learning curve. Oh, look at this. That's an interesting end screen. Oh look, I'm standing over my own grave. We don't have to worry about the Civil War in about 80 years, yeah. Let's take a look at statistics here. 109 victory points. Kills 493. Lost 795. Why is it showing 0 on capture? Lost 3 units, killed 1 unit, lost no ships. Yeah, these numbers don't make sense over here. Close out of that screen.
This document not only created a free nation, but far more important, it declared freedom for the individual. Its meaning is clear and well defined, that all men are created equal before...
That's a good question. As far as I know, TAPS, or Last Post, was created here in the United States. It was actually created during the Peninsula Campaign during the Civil War. Watching vlogging through history seems as the battle option is best. AI for your side is just horrible. That's kind of the way it goes in every game. When you let the AI control the battles, you're always going to take higher losses. I just wanted to play that battle out like that, just to see how it would go.
All individuals have the same right, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that the government must get its powers from them. This is the firm foundation upon which American individual freedom is built.
There's actually a few different lyrics for that song, Bremmers.
This document not only created a free nation, but far more important, it
Yeah, so I'm actually, like I said, this was the first look for me at this game. There's definitely a big learning curve. This is early access, so there is no like tutorial or anything for it as yet, but someone did post. I think it was Ethan Swazo. Let me go over.
American individual freedom is built.
Yeah, so Ethan Swazo says historical gamer made a vid for a now how tutorial.
Its meaning is clear and well defined.
So that's interesting. Someone's already got a tutorial going out. This game just came out yesterday.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that the government must get its powers from them,
Doesn't count the tutorial losses and captured units. Okay.
upon which American individual freedom is built.
Who did... Someone else died in their initial campaign?
Created a free nation, but far more important, it declared freedom for the individual. Its meaning is clear and well defined, that all men are created
That could have gone so much better.
and all individuals have the same right.
I feel like... Considering I play... Grand Tactician Civil War so much, I feel like a damn newbie at this game, even though it's basically Ultimate General Civil War. I just haven't played it in so long, and there's a lot more to it now. It's a lot more involved, so it's definitely going to be a learning curve with this.
Its meaning is clear and well defined, that all men are created equal before the law.
No, he's still alive? Okay, so I'm the only YouTuber who's died so far, then, is what you're saying.
Get its powers from them. This is the firm
And that was just because I was trying to get the rest of the army back into command radius.
This document not only created a free nation, but far more
So, what's everybody's thoughts so far on what they're seeing about this game from this stream and everybody else's streams?
that all men are created equal before the law, and all individuals
But he did both battles and let them play out. Okay.
and that the government
So I'm going to go check out his stream then to see what he was doing.
upon which America
Like I said, I didn't watch anybody streams before this one, as I didn't want anybody else's views or opinions to color my opinion going into the game.
but far more important
GG, first general in Arlington.
clear and well defined, that all men
Yeah, I'm going to say so. I like the way that research tree looked. That looked really interesting to me. I'm looking forward to playing with that.
and that the government must get its powers then. This is the firm foundation
Yeah, well, it does look like a very good game so far.
is built.
Can't wait for it to expand a little more. I know they did update something in the game, because before I opened the game up, there was an update. So they changed something in the game. I don't know what it was.
Declared freedom for the individual. Its meaning is clear and well defined, that all men are created equal before the law, and all individuals have the
But I guess we'll end this stream here. There's no point in restarting from the bottom again.
get its powers then.
And I think it's about a good time for me to end the stream anyways. I do have to, a few more things to do before I head to bed and have work in the morning. So thank you everybody for joining me. And as a reminder, everybody, if you haven't hit the like button yet, make sure you hit that like button. Hopefully people will go and view this video for me. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. And I will see you all at the next episode. Also, just as a reminder, there will be no live stream this weekend on Saturday, as I am going to be away in Gettysburg once again for Remembrance Day this weekend. November, as I was saying, I will be in Gettysburg for Remembrance Day, which is the opening of the Gettysburg National Cemetery and the reading of the Gettysburg Address. If you are not able to attend yourself, there is a parade. It is live streamed every year, or was last year and the previous year. I don't know about this year, but American Battlefield Trust does live stream the parade. So that's always a fun. If you can't make it there yourselves, you can always watch it. That's a good point, Josh. I mean, Arlington wasn't established until the Civil War, so. Yeah, so hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I will see you all at the next one. Everybody have a good evening now.